Welcome to your Strengths Journey. The CliftonStrengths assessment is a tool that identifies your natural talents. It all started when Don Clifton asked, "What will happen when we think about what is right with people rather than fixating on what is wrong with them?" It turns out that when we focus on what is right with people, we see rapid growth and improvements. Not only that, but when people are given the opportunity to use their natural talents, they experience more enjoyment and fulfillment in what they do. So now it's your turn. This is an opportunity to dive into what makes you tick so that you can find greater success and have some fun while doing it. First, let's take a minute to unpack some of the language you'll hear in your Strengths Journey. I also want to note that there is no right or better order of these talents. If you answered the assessment authentically, they are in the right spot for you. When you took the assessment, you received a report that identifies your top 5 or top 10 talent themes. A talent is a naturally reoccurring pattern of thought, feeling, or behavior that can be productively applied. You're likely using your talents already. When you experience rapid learning, find yourself in the zone, see glimpses of excellence in your performance, or really enjoying what you're doing, or you want to do more of it, that's your talents at work. The key, however, is to use your talents intentionally. When we invest in our talents, we develop strengths. Talent times investment equals strengths. A strength is the ability to consistently provide near perfect performance. It doesn't develop by accident. For example, Michael Jordan was born with natural athletic abilities, but if he never picked up a basketball or if he chose to regularly skip practice, he never would have become a basketball star or a household name. Michael Jordan was born with DNA that dictated his height, the length of his arms, his hand-eye coordination, and perhaps his competitive spirit. You have your talents as well. Finding places where you can put those talents to work will benefit you, your team, and your organization. Maybe you have a talent like relator, and you're at your best when you get to know people one-on-one. Look for opportunities to connect with your coworkers and clients around shared goals. Or maybe learner is one of your top talents, and your team is testing out a new program, platform, product. You might thrive on volunteering to be the first to figure out how it works and sharing what you learn with everyone else. Pay attention to what excites and energizes you, and do more of it. Now let's go back to Michael Jordan and imagine that he had tried to become a gymnast instead of a basketball player. It's likely that his long arms and legs would have been a disadvantage. He could have poured up all of his time and energy into learning the skills, and he probably could have mastered a few, but his high center of gravity would have made balancing more difficult, and it's unlikely that he would have been ever able to compete at the elite level. You could consider his height a weakness. We define weakness as anything that gets in the way of achieving your desired goals. Weaknesses are things to be aware of and manage, but they shouldn't be our focus because our greatest opportunity for success lies in building on our natural talents, being more you. If you have a talent like communicator and enjoy telling stories, you might find it stifling to sit in a library all day doing research. And that's okay. Just like it's okay that Michael Jordan isn't a gymnast. On the other hand, we do have to mature in a way that we use our talents. Michael Jordan was a great player, but he was also known as a ball hog. He had to learn to trust and depend on his teammates instead of being a one-man show. Every talent comes with tendencies that have to be managed, bright spots and blind spots. For example, if you have a talent like responsibility, you do what you say you'll do, no matter if you have to stay up all night to get it done. Sometimes you might find yourself totally overwhelmed by the number of projects you've taken on. Maturing the talent of responsibility means learning to create a personal boundary, where you might have to say no, not yet, or perhaps delegate. No matter which talents are in your top 5 or your top 10, you can use them to help guide your goals and find the success you are looking for. No one talent is better than any other. You get to choose how and when to use your talents so that you can develop your strengths and achieve brilliant results. Cheers to you on your continued journey and being more you.